Hello children, how are you? Hope all of us are doing good. Now we will begin with our 10th chapter today and the title is A Circus Show. But before we begin the story, let us look at the knowledge bite. Welcome to the magnificent world of the circus. A circus show is a captivating spectacle that combines various forms of entertainment, including acrobatics, clowning, aerial acts, animal performances, juggling, and much more. So, if you have ever been to a circus, you would know that in a circus, we are entertained with so many different kinds of acts. There are clowns, there are people who juggle things, then there are acrobats, and there are some people who do aerial, meaning acts in the air. Let's read this. Amar Circus was in town. Hitesh and Shalini requested their parents to take them to the circus. So they all went to the circus. Papa bought tickets and they went inside. The circus was organized in a very big tent. Hitesh and Shalini sat on their seats with their parents. The show began. So Amar Circus came to town. Now this brother and sister, that is Hitesh and Shalini, they wanted to go and see this circus. So their parents agreed, they bought tickets, all of them, parents and the two children, they went inside. There was a huge big round tent. They sat inside on their seats and the circus show began. 7 elephants came on a circular platform in a chain and walked around. Then they stood on their hind legs and danced to a piece of music. Imagine 7 elephants actually walking in a chain in a straight line, coming on a stage and then standing on their hind, meaning their back legs, and dancing to music. Can you imagine what a wonderful sight this would have been? After the elephants, it was the turn of the acrobats. Now, acrobats are those people who do some gymnastic kind of acts or movements. So, after the elephants, who came on the stage? The acrobats. There were many ropes hanging from the ceiling of the tents. Now, below there was a circular stage on which first the elephants had come and now the acrobats were there. But above, there were some ropes that were hanging from the ceiling of the tent. Now the acrobats, they swung from ropes like this. So they did their gymnastic motions or acts while swinging from these ropes. How interesting it would have been to watch this. One of the acrobats stood on a ladder and threw cups and saucers into the air. These things landed on his head one by one. तो एक एक्रोबैट जो था वो हवा में से लटकती हुई सीढ़ी पर खड़ा था. उसने बहुत सारे कप्स और सॉसर्स यानी कि प्लेट हवा में उछाले और कैसे उछाले कि वो वापस उसके सिर पर आकर के इकट्ठा हुए. Some other acrobats also showed outstanding performances. Outstanding meaning beyond ordinary, very wonderful performances. After some time, a small train came into the ring. It was driven by a monkey. तो जब acrobats का जो act था वो खत्म हुआ, उसके बाद स्टेज पर कौन आया? एक ट्रेन आई और वो ट्रेन कौन चला रहा था? एक बंदर यानी कि monkey. The guard of the train was also a monkey. Birds and small animals like rabbits and goats were the passengers of the train. They all were looking out of the windows of the train. कितनी क्यूट ट्रेन होगी ना, जिसको कि एक मंकी चला रहा था. उस ट्रेन का गार्ड भी एक मंकी था और ट्रेन के अंदर पैसेंजर्स कौन थे? छोटे छोटे बर्ड्स और एनिमल्स. A clown was running after the train. The clown was a dwarf. अब इस ट्रेन के पीछे एक क्लाउन यानी कि जोकर भाग रहा था. ये जोकर एक ड्वार्फ था. Dwarf is actually a person who is very small in size as compared to normal people. His nose was big and red and he was wearing a funny and colorful dress. So this clown, he was wearing a very colorful and very funny looking dress and he had a big red nose on his mouth. The people were laughing and clapping at the clown. तो इस क्लाउन यानी कि जोकर को देख करके, इसकी जो फनी सी अपीयरेंस थी, इसको देख करके लोग हंस रहे थे और ताली बजा रहे थे. Then a monkey came riding a small bicycle. He performed many tricks on his bicycle. इसके बाद एक बंदर साइकिल चलाता हुआ स्टेज पर आया और उसने बहुत सारे फिर ट्रिक्स यानी कि करतब परफॉर्म किए. Finally, a lion performed an act of bravery. He jumped through a ring of fire. So there was this big ring and there was fire on this ring. And a lion, he jumped through this ring of fire. The show ended when the elephants saluted the people with their trunks. तो जैसे शो के बिगिनिंग में, स्टार्टिंग में एलिफेंट्स आए थे, इसी तरह से एंड में फिर से ये एलिफेंट्स आए और इन्होंने अपने ट्रंक्स यानी जो इनकी वो लंबी नोज होती है ना, जिसे हम सूंड कहते हैं, उसको उठा करके सबको सल्यूट किया. इट वॉज अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग शो. Hitesh and Shalini enjoyed the show very much. While returning home, Papa asked, "How did you like the circus?" So because the show was very good and interesting, both the kids, Hitesh and Shalini, they enjoyed it very much. And when they were returning, their father asked as to what it was that they liked in this circus the best. "It was very interesting," said Hitesh. "Which performance did you like the most?" Mummy asked. "I liked the clown very much," said Shalini. "What about acrobats?" Papa asked. "They were wonderful," Hitesh said. तो जब वो वापस आ रहे थे, उनके मम्मी पापा ने पूछा कि सर्कस में उनको सबसे ज्यादा क्या पसंद आया. तो शालिनी को वो क्लाउन यानी कि जोकर का एक्ट पसंद आया और हितेश को क्या अच्छा लगा? Acrobats, unka act. So I hope children, you also enjoyed the circus as much as I did.